Hi everyone, today we will be dealing with exercise 3.3 of the chapter trigonometric functions. I hope that you have all studied the formulae thoroughly. Now we can start. Prove that first one is sine square pi by 6 plus cos square pi by 3 minus tan square pi by 4 is equal to minus 1 by 2. That means you have to prove start from the LHS and reach the right hand side. Okay. So we'll start with LHS is equal to, what is LHS? Sine square pi by 6 plus cos square pi by 3 minus tan square pi by 4, which is equal to, now we have to see what is the value of sine pi by 6. Pi by 6 is how much? It is 30 degree, and sine 30 degree or sine pi by 6 is 1 by 2. So it is 1 by 2 the whole square because it is sine square. So sine pi by 6 the whole square is same as sine square pi by 6. Okay, so it is 1 by 2 the whole square plus, now what is cos pi by 3? Cos pi by 3 means it is cos 60, and cos 60 is also 1 by 2. So you will get again 1 by 2 the whole square minus tan pi by 4. Tan pi by 4 or tan 45 is 1. So it will be 1 square. Okay, so that you are getting 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 minus 1, which is 1 by 2 minus 1 is equal to minus 1 by 2. And this is your RHS. Okay, so you got your answer. Next one is second one, which is 2 sine square pi by 6 plus cosec square 7 pi by 6 into cos square pi by 3. You have to prove it to be equal to 3 by 2. So we will again start with LHS, which is equal to 2 into sine pi by 6 the whole square, right? So what is sine pi by 6? Okay, I'll just write the question. 2 sine square pi by 6 plus cosec square 7 pi by 6 into cos square pi by 3, right? Now for this you are just replacing the value of sine pi by 6. Sine pi by 6 is again 1 by 2, so you get 2 into 1 by 2 the whole square because it is sine square. Now for your cosec of 7 pi by 6, you will just make it as cosec 7 pi by 6 can be written as pi plus pi by 6. You just see pi plus pi by 6 will give you 7 pi by 6, and this is the whole square, right? Into cos square pi by 3. Now what is cos pi by 3? Cos pi by 3 is also 1 by 2, so you will get 1 by 2 the whole square here for this term. Now again this will give you 2 into 1 by 4 plus, what is cosec of pi plus? So for your, as you have your sine or cos, if it is pi plus something, you will get the same thing, that is cosec of, you will get the angle. But you have to just check for the quadrant, in which quadrant it is lying. Pi plus means till this it is pi, so it will reach the third quadrant. Pi plus some quantity means it will reach the third quadrant, and in the third quadrant cosec will be negative, right? Only tan is positive, tan and cot is positive. So you will get negative cosec, the same thing of the angle, right? Why it is negative? Because it is in the third quadrant, and pi plus something will give you the same what you have the trigonometric function as, and this the whole square into, this is again 1 by 4. So this is what you are getting, this is your 1 by 2 plus, this will whole square will make the whole square will lose this negative sign, so that it is cosec square pi by 6 into 1 by 4, or 1 by 2 plus, what is cosec pi by 6? Whatever is sine pi by 6, reciprocal will be your cosec pi by 6. So you are getting 2 as the value. So it is 2 square into 1 by 4. So that it is 1 by 2 plus 4 into 1 by 4, which is 1 by 2 plus 1. And 1 by 2 plus 1 is 3 by 2, which is equal to your RHS. Okay, so this is your answer. Third question is cot square pi by 6 plus cosec 5 pi by 6 plus 3 tan square pi by 6 is equal to 6. So again LHS is equal to, you will get it to be cot square pi by 6 plus cosec 5 pi by 6 plus 3 tan square pi by 6 is equal to, what is cot pi by 6? It will be the reciprocal of tan pi by 6, and tan pi by 6 is 1 by root 3. So you will get cot, this is root 3 the whole square. Reciprocal of tan will give you root 3, and this the whole square plus, what is cosec? You can rewrite this cosec as cosec of pi minus pi by 6. Pi minus pi by 6 will give you 5 pi by 6 plus 3 into again tan pi by 6. What is the value of tan pi by 6? It is 1 by root 3. So you will get 1 by root 3 the whole square. So this will give you 3 plus again you can just go for in which quadrant this will lie. Pi minus means pi till this is your 180. So pi minus will give you here. So it is in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant cosec will be positive. Sin at cosec will be positive. So that this will become, and since it is pi minus something, okay, for this multiple you will have it to be cosec itself pi by 6 and its sign will be positive only. Now this will give you 3 into 1 by 3. Okay, so 3 plus, now again what is cosec pi by 6? What is sin pi by 6? Its reciprocal will give you cosec pi by 6. Sin pi by 6 is 1 by 2. So here cosec will give you 2. So this is 2 plus this is 1. Okay, so that you will get 3 plus 2, 5, 6 equal to RHS. Okay. Next is fourth one, which is 2 sine square 3 pi by 4 plus 2 cos square pi by 4 plus 2 sec square pi by 3 is equal to 10. So from LHS, we will get 2 sine square 3 pi by 4, 2 cos square pi by 4 plus 2 sec square pi by 3. Now just we will change what is sine 3 pi by 4. Sine 3 pi by 4 can be written as pi minus pi by 4. So this is sine of pi minus pi by 4 the whole square plus 2 cos square pi by 4. Cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. So you will get 1 by root 2 the whole square plus 2 sec square pi by 3. Again for pi by 3 you have the value of cos as 1 by 2. So that you will get sec value as 2. Okay, so this will be 2 into 2 square. Again we will just go for pi minus. Pi is this. Pi minus pi by 4 will give you the function in the second quadrant, or the angle is in the second quadrant. That means sine of will give you, it will be only positive there because sine and cosec are positive in the second quadrant. So this will give you, again it is pi minus means it will be having sine of the same angle together with positive sign because it is in the second quadrant. Okay, so it is sine square pi by 4 now. This is 2 into 1 by 2 plus this will give you 4, 8. Okay. Now what is sine pi by 4? Again 1 by root 2 the whole square plus this will give you 1 plus 8. Here it is 2 into again 1 by 2 plus 1 plus 8, which is 1 plus 1 plus 8, which will give you 10. That is your RHS. Okay. Next is fifth one. Find the value of first subdivision as sine 75 degree. So in order to find out what is 75 degrees sine value, what you will do is you will break it into 2 of which value you know. That means if you are writing anything like 60 plus 15, we don't know what is 15 degrees values. So what we will do is we will just split it as 45 plus 30 so that we know both the angles value of sine or whatever in the expansion will come. Now you can use the expansion of sine of x plus y. Now what is sine of x plus y? Sine of x plus y is sine x cos y plus cos x sine y. So this can be applied here so that you will get this to be sine 45 into cos 30 degree plus cos 45 degree into sine 30 degree. What is sine 45? 1 by root 2. What is cos 30 degree? Cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2 plus cos 45 is again 1 by root 2 into sine 30 is 1 by 2. So that you will get root 3 by 2 root 2 plus 1 by 2 root 2. So the denominator is same. That means you can just add the two numerators and you will get this to be a value of sine 75 degree. Okay, now if you want you can just reduce this value. That means you can multiply with root 2, but it is also complicated. That's why we are stopping here. Okay. Next, second subdivision of fifth question is tan 15 degree. For this again we will write tan 15 degree as tan of the values which you know. 45 minus 30 is also giving you 15 degrees. So now we can use the expansion of what is tan of x minus y. You have in between minus sign. So tan of x minus y is tan x minus tan y divided by 1 plus tan x tan y. Okay, you should know all the formula, then only it will be easy for you to do the problems. Now expanding or using that formula, what you will get, this is tan 45 degree minus tan 30 degree divided by 1 plus tan 45 degree into tan 30 degree, right? Now what is tan 45 degree? It is 1, and tan 30 degree is 1 by root 3. So you will get here like this, by 1 plus tan 45 again 1 into 1 by root 3. That means you are getting 1 minus 1 by root 3 divided by 1 plus 1 by root 3, right? Now after taking LCM, what you will get? It will be root 3 minus 1 by root 3 divided by root 3 plus 1 by root 3. Root 3 get cancelled and you will get root 3 minus 1 by root 3 plus 1. Now the thing is, you can again rationalize and it can be molded as root 3 minus 1 into root 3 minus 1. What is the conjugate? That we have to multiply the numerator as well as the denominator. And root 3 plus 1's conjugate is root 3 minus 1. Okay. Now this will become like how? Root 3 minus 1 the whole square divided by, this is a plus b into a minus b, so you will get root 3 the whole square minus 1 square. This is again expanding, you will get a minus b the whole square as a square minus 2ab plus b square divided by root 3 whole square is 3 minus 1. Okay, so this becomes, this is 3, so you are getting 3 minus 2 root 3 plus 1 divided by 2. This is 4 minus 2 root 3 by 2. Or else you can just take the common out. What is the common there? It is 2 in the numerator you can take out, so that 2 and 2 get cancelled and you will get 2 minus root 3 as your final answer. Okay. If you are not rationalizing, this is your answer. Okay. Next is prove the following, in which first one, that is sixth question, is cos of pi by 4 minus x into cos of pi by 4 minus y minus sine of pi by 4 minus x into sine of pi by 4 minus y is equal to sine of x plus y. So here the thing you can just compare with what you have studied as formula is cos of some angle into cos of another angle minus sine of the same angle, repetition, into sine of this second angle. That means if I replace this by a and this by b, I can say cos a cos b minus sine a sine b. So it is cos of a plus b. Understood? So you have, we know that. What formula we are using here? Cos a cos b minus sine a sine b is equal to cos of a plus b. This is what we are going to use here in this problem. So now we can start with LHS. So this LHS is actually of the form cos of, this is a, this is b. So what you will get in the LHS using this? You will get cos of, this is your a, this is your b. So you will get cos of a plus b means cos of pi by 4 minus x plus pi by 4 minus y. Right? Now you will get this to be pi by 4 plus pi by 4 will give you pi by 2 minus x minus y. So I am taking that negative out so that it becomes minus of x plus y. Now we can just compare this with cos of 90 or pi by 2 minus theta. Suppose this is theta, and you know that cos of pi by 2 minus x, or you can say theta, will give you sine of theta. If it is pi by 2, you will get the opposite thing. So you are getting sine, and pi by 2 minus theta is in the first quadrant. In the first quadrant, everyone is positive. So you will get plus sine theta. So what will be this? Sine of x plus y. Instead of theta, you have x plus y, and that is your RHS. Okay, so this is equal to RHS. So you have used two formulae here. One is this, and the other one is this. Okay. Seventh question is tan of pi by 4 plus x divided by tan of pi by 4 minus x is equal to 1 plus tan x by 1 minus tan x the whole square. So we'll start with LHS, which is tan of pi by 4 plus x divided by tan of pi by 4 minus x, and you can use your formula tan of x plus y and tan of x minus y respectively. That means tan of x plus y is tan x plus tan y divided by 1 minus tan x tan y. And tan of x minus y is tan x minus tan y divided by 1 plus tan x tan y. So we are using these two formulae here so that we will get this is equal to tan, instead of x you have pi by 4 plus tan x divided by 1 minus tan pi by 4 tan x whole divided by tan pi by 4. Here you have negative sign, means minus will come here, divided by, here it is positive, tan pi by 4 tan x, right? This is the direct formula application. Now what is this? Tan pi by 4 is 1 and this is tan x itself divided by, this will give you, so this is your expansion for these two things. This will give you 1 minus, again 1 into, this is 1 into tan x will give you 1 minus tan x in total divided by 1 minus tan x divided by, this will become 1 plus 1 into tan x, which is 1 plus tan x. Okay, so that this is 1 plus tan x, this will go up, so you have 1 plus tan x the whole square divided by, this will come in the denominator, so that it will become 1 minus tan x the whole square, so that 1 plus tan x by 1 minus tan x the whole square is your RHS. Okay. Next is question number 8, which is cos of pi plus x into cos of minus x divided by cos of pi minus x into cos of pi by 2 plus x, and you have to prove that it is equal to cot square x. For this, from the left hand side, cos of pi plus x, cos of minus x divided by sine of pi minus x, cos of pi by 2 plus x. Now for these things we will just go for the quadrants. Okay. Now cos of, if you have pi plus something will give you the same trigonometric function, that means cos of whatever angle is this. And after that you have to see in which quadrant it lies. Now pi plus x means it is, this is pi and here it will lie. That means pi plus x is in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant cos is negative. So you will get it to be minus same thing. Same thing means minus cos of whatever angle it is. Now cos of minus theta is cos theta. So you will get it to be cos of x itself. Now for sine of pi minus x, again pi minus means it will give you sine of that angle, but pi minus x is in which quadrant? You have to see pi minus x, this is pi minus x will be in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant sine is positive, so that you will get it to be sine x. Okay, and now if you have pi by 2 plus something, it will give you the opposite of that trigonometric function. That means here you have cos, means you will get sine here. Again when you write sine of that angle, you have to go for in which quadrant this lies. Pi by 2 plus x means this is pi by 2, 90, plus x will give you in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant cos is negative, so you will have a negative sign here. It will become minus sin x, like this you have to look. Okay, so you will get minus cos square x divided by minus sin square x. Negative get cancelled, cos x by sin x is cot x, so your answer will be cot square x, which is your RHS. Okay, equal to RHS. Clear? Next is question number 9, which is cos of 3 pi by 2 plus x into cos of 2 pi plus x whole into cot of 3 pi by 2 minus x plus cot of 2 pi plus x, and you have to prove it to be equal to 1. So LHS is cos of 3 pi by 2 plus x into cos of 2 pi plus x into cot of 3 pi by 2 minus x plus cot of 2 pi plus x, right? Now what we have to do is, again you have to have what is your each of the trigonometric functions in each quadrant. So all silver teacups you will write. Next, again you have the odd multiple here. So if it is pi by 2 or 3 pi by 2 like that, you will get the opposite thing. That means cos of will give you opposite, which is sine of. Now you have to go for whether it is positive or negative using your angle. 3 pi by 2 plus x. 3 pi by 2 will be till this third quadrant, plus x will be in the fourth quadrant, and in the fourth quadrant cos is positive, so that you will get positive sin x. Okay. Now for the second one, you have cos of 2 pi, that means it is even multiple of pi. And here you will get, so multiple of pi will give you the same thing, that is you will get cos of, but you have to look for what is in the which quadrant, that means 2 pi plus x is in which quadrant. So 2 pi is still this, that means still fourth quadrant, and plus x will give you in the first quadrant, and in the first quadrant everyone is positive, so that you will get it to be cos x. Okay. Next, cot. Again, cot of 3 pi by 2 minus x means you will get the opposite thing, which is tan of that angle. 3 pi by 2 minus x is in the, this is 3 pi by 2, so here it will something you are deducting means it will be in the third quadrant, and in the third quadrant tan is positive. Tan is positive means cot is also positive, so that you will get positive tan x. Plus again cot of 2 pi plus x, 2 pi till here plus x in the first quadrant. In the first quadrant positive, and it is 2 pi, that's why you will get the same thing, so it is positive cot x. Okay, now we will just change tan and cot in terms of sin and cos. Tan is sin x by cos x plus cot is cos x by sin x. Take the LCM, so this is sin x into cos x into, taking the LCM will give you sin x cos x in the denominator. Numerator will become sin square x plus cos square x, so that these two will get cancelled, and sin square x plus cos square x will give you 1. Okay, so that this is your RHS. Okay. Next question is 10th one, sine of n plus 1 into x into sine of n plus 2 into x plus cos of n plus 1 into x into cos of n plus 2 into x, and you have to get cos x. So the left hand side is actually in the form, what you can say is, it is in the form sine something into sine the other plus cos of the same thing, cos of the second one, right? And this is in the form cos x cos y plus sin x sin y, and this will give you cos of x minus y. This is the formula of cos of x minus y. So that's what we are applying here. We will write this LHS as, what you will get, cos of, instead of x what you have, this term, and instead of y you have this term. So it will become cos of n plus 1 into x minus n plus 2 into x will be your cos of x minus y. Okay. Now just expand, it will be nx plus x minus nx minus 2x. So nx will go and you will get cos of x minus 2x. This will give you cos of minus x. And what is the cos of minus x? Cos of minus x is cos x. So you can use that and say that it is cos x, which is your RHS. Okay. 11th question is cos of 3 pi by 4 plus x minus cos of 3 pi by 4 minus x, and you have to get minus root 2 sin x. So LHS, actually when we start we can just see that the LHS is of the form cos of x plus y minus cos of x minus y, and cos of x plus y minus cos of x minus y is nothing but minus 2 sin x sin y according to your formula. Okay, so that we are just applying this to the left hand side of whatever is given. So LHS will become, you just see cos of, instead of x you have 3 pi by 4, instead of y you have x, so that your answer will become minus 2 sin x, replace it with 3 pi by 4, and sin y replace it with x. Okay, so minus 2 sin, again 3 pi by 4 can be written as pi minus pi by 4 into sin x, minus 2, again sin of pi minus x is sin x, and it is in the second quadrant. In second quadrant sin is positive, so you get sin pi by 4 into sin x. Now what is sin pi by 4? It is 1 by root 2 into sin x. Okay, so that you will get it to be, this 2 get cancelled and you will get minus root 2 here and sin x. So it is minus root 2 sin x, which is your RHS. Okay. Next is question number 12. Sin square 6x minus sin square 4x is equal to sin 2x sin 10x. So you can just see the left hand side is in your a square minus b square form. You can apply that. So LHS will become, that is sine square 6x minus sine square 4x can be written as a plus b into a minus b. So you will have sine 6x plus sine 4x into sine 6x minus sine 4x. So that this will give you how much? Sine x plus sine y is 2 sine of the addition by 2 cos of the subtraction of the angle by 2. Okay, so you get 2 sine of 6x plus 4x by 2 cos of 6x minus 4x by 2, okay, into, this is sine of x, sine x minus sine y, which will give you 2 cos of the addition of the angles by 2 into sine of the subtraction of the angles by 2. So you get 2 cos of 6x plus 4x by 2 sine of 6x minus 4x by 2. Okay. Now this is 2 sine of 10x by 2 cos of 2x by 2 into 2, everything is into, so you can just remove the bracket. So 2 cos of 10x by 2 sine of 2x by 2. That is 2 sine 5x cos x into 2 cos 5x sine x. Now we can just do one thing, that is the angle which have sine and cos have same angle as 5x. We can connect them together with 2. So this will become 2 sine 5x cos 5x, and remaining one more 2 is there, and these two have the same angle, that is 2 sine x and cos x. Okay. Now if you see, this is of the form 2 sine x cos x, which is sine 2x. So that we can apply here. So that this will become sine 2 into 5x into sine 2 into x. So this will give you sine of 10x into sine x, sine 2x, which is your RHS. Okay. Clear? So you have used 3 properties. One is sine x plus sine y is this one, and sine x minus sine y, and this one 2 sine x cos x is sine 2x. Okay. Next, 13th one is cos square 2x minus cos square 6x equal to sine 4x sine 8x. So again LHS is in the form a square minus b square, so we can write the LHS as cos square 2x minus cos square 4x as cos 2x plus cos 6x, that is a plus b into a minus b, which is cos 2x minus cos 6x. Okay. Now this is your cos x plus cos y form, and cos x plus cos y, that means both cos with addition will give you both the product in with 2 will be cos of, okay, that is cos of the sum by 2 into cos of the subtraction by 2, and for cos of cos x minus cos y you will have negative sign together with 2, both should be sine, that is sine of the addition by 2 of the angles and sine of the subtraction or the difference of the 2 angles by 2. Okay, so here you will have 2 cos of 2x plus 6x by 2 cos of 2x minus 6x by 2. That is your first one's expansion. For second one you will get minus 2 sine of 2x plus 6x by 2 sine of 2x minus 6x by 2. Okay, now here what you will get 2 cos 8x by 2 cos minus 4x by 2 into minus 2 sine 8x by 2 sine minus 4x by 2, right? Again this is 2 cos 4x cos minus 2x into minus 2 sine 4x sine minus 2x. Now just see, cos of minus theta is cos theta, so you will get 2 cos 4x into, this will become cos 2x itself, and here you have negative 2 and sine of minus theta is minus sine theta, so that negative and this will give you positive, and this will become 2 sine 4x into sine 2x. Okay, now you have 2, this angle is 4x, this angle is 4x, so we can just combine them, that is 2 sine 4x into cos 4x written together, and the other one, that is 2x and 2x. So it is 2 sine 2x cos 2x will give you how much? This is 2 sine a cos a. So it is sine 2a. So sine 2 into 4x. Okay. And the other one will give you sine 2 into 2x. 2 into 4x will give you sine 8x. And 2 into 2x will give you sine 4x. And this is your RHS. Okay.